Great to have our next guest here today from Pinterest, Tina Pukkanen, who leads global marketing and strategy for the restaurants division over at Pinterest, is here. She's going to take about 6 or 7 minutes just to talk to us today about what they're doing on that front. A lot of interesting things to talk about here, and many of you, obviously, who are tuning in here are going to want to pay attention to this because obviously it's relevant. Tina, are you there?
I'm here. Thank you, John. Thank you for that warm welcome and great intro. I'm gonna see if technology is my friend today.
Well, I'll wait on here with you to make sure we got your screen shared and everything. There we go.
Thank you. And let's see.
So wow, looks great. Good. I just wanted to mention, the last time I think we saw you guys, we had a couple of your team members with us in Scottsdale in person in February at our QSR event. I think Michael and Brian were there. It was great to meet them. And you guys are doing stuff with us all the time. So thank you for your continued support. And I won't take up any more of your time. I know you've got some slides you want to roll through here, but take it away. And thanks again for being here.
Great. Well, thank you. Well, let's jump into it. I'm so happy to be here today. And just want to thank you all for joining to learn a little bit more about the opportunity for restaurant brands and why now is the right time for your brand to be showing up on Pinterest. Pinterest is the world's inspiration company. We inspire more than 400 million people all over the world to create the lives they love. In the US, this makes us the third largest social platform. And while scale is important, the value that restaurant brands can find on Pinterest is really about so much more than just scale. When I'm asked what makes Pinterest an ideal environment for restaurant brands, the answer is simple. It's about customers, content, and context. First, the majority of pinners are your customers. In the US, 4 out of 5 pinners have visited a QSR, a coffee, or a casual dining restaurant, or used it for takeout or delivery in the last 30 days, according to Comscore. You can feel confident in your ability to reach your customers on Pinterest, but it's also important to reach them in the right mindset when they're open and looking for inspiration from brands like yours. This is where content and context come into play. More than 70 million people in the US alone engage with food and drink content every month, making it one of the top interest categories that we have on Pinterest. People are looking for ideas on what and where they should eat and drink. They look for meal planning solutions for all types of occasions and moments, from everyday meal solutions to group get-togethers, which are tending to be a little bit smaller right now. And of course, for the major holidays, and we've got a few of those big ones coming up soon. They start looking for inspiration early. This year, we actually saw searches for holiday start in April, if you can believe that. But don't worry, if you haven't gotten on yet, they do continue to search for ideas right up to the last minute as we lead up to a moment. Last and certainly not least is context. There's long been a debate among marketers about whether environment makes a difference in the minds of consumers. Why should brands care? Does it matter whether your ads show up in a positive context? Well, our latest research says that it does. Positivity matters. Gone are the days when people would just turn a blind eye to where your ads show up. As one research participant in our latest study put it, when I see brands in negative and unsafe spaces, I start to lose my confidence and trust in them, and that they're coming from a good place. I'm less likely to purchase from them. Ouch, nobody wants to hear that. But in other words, negative online spaces are draining your advertising dollars. It's time to stop paying the negativity tax. 8 out of 10 people who use Pinterest say it makes them feel positive. Less than 3 in 10 say that about social media platforms in general. There are alternatives to negative spaces online. Showing up in them isn't just a moralistic argument anymore, it's a business imperative. In our research study of thousands of participants, the majority said if a brand appears alongside harmful content, there's an implied endorsement. If a brand appears next to misinformation, it's less trustworthy. If a brand shows up next to negative content, there's a negative impact on brand perception. Positivity drives impact at every stage of the purchase funnel. Our research shows that when people see ads in positive environments, they're more likely to remember them, they're more likely to feel good about them and trust the brand they're seeing. And ultimately, they're more likely to purchase from those brands. Amidst a global pandemic and on the eve of a very heated election, it's more important than ever for brands to show up in positive environments online. In a post-COVID world, the majority of adults agree that it's a brand's responsibility to advertise in safe and positive places. This holiday season, as you plan your campaigns, consider a more positive environment. Capitalize on some good vibes and show up in a place that makes people feel happy. When you do, you'll drive greater impact at every stage of the purchase funnel. Because whether you're building brand awareness, consumer trust, or driving conversions, it pays to be positive, literally. If you'd like more information or a copy of our recent white paper on positivity, or a copy of our new off-premises planning guide for restaurants on Pinterest, please send us an email at pinterestforrestaurants@pinterest.com. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the rest of the summit.
All right. Thank you, Tina. Wow, that was succinct, awesome, informative. Very much appreciate it. And I love
Thank you.
Yeah, I love the pinner. I love the terminology there, and I love the be positive. You can't get enough of that. You can't get enough of that.
No, exactly.
Tell you what,
thanks so much.
Yeah, no, it's great. I tell you what, real quick, would you be willing to put your contact information into the chat box here, just so that anyone can reach out to you, or the email that you provided here in your deck?
This is it. This comes directly to me. So
okay.
Yeah, you can email me there.
Fantastic. So it's Pinterest for restaurants at Pinterest.com. All right.
Correct.
Tina, thanks so much. That was fantastic. We really appreciate you stepping in today and helping out, and also for your continued support. We hope to see you in person at some point.
Yes, I can't wait. Hopefully next time we'll be in person.
You got it. All right. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.